Yes. What's up, everybody? It's short time. You know how we do it every Saturday, every Sunday, 4 p.m. We're always here, we're always in the building, talking about different topics. You guys join in, ask questions, we answer straight away to you. As you already can see the title and the thumbnail, today we're talking about BMI, what we call body mass index. But good afternoon, good evening, good morning, wherever you're streaming us from. Thanks for joining in. Every time you come through, it's always mad love. Guys, for joining in, I appreciate you. If you just joined in from wherever you are, please remember first things first. Give me a thumbs up. Give me a thumbs up if you're in a position to maybe share me out to your friends, to your audience. Share me out so that you can always have an amazing audience right here and talking about different. So Alibad, I see you. Celestina King, what's up? How you doing? How's everything? Waingo, what's up? How you doing? How's everything? Cute Ida. Hey, how you doing? I see. Thanks for coming through. Dereka Suku. Mombeja Caro. Hey, what's up? Surprise. Caro, welcome. Thanks for coming through. Tricia King. Hey, what's up? Oh my God. You're always there. You never disappoint. You never miss any of my LS. Oh, thanks so much for sharing me out. But I appreciate you that all you people you are here. And today, get your questions ready about body mass index. That's BMI. Whether it is a true indicator of your health, because it's most of the times what you use everyday life to say you're overweight or you're obese, but does it really indicate that your health? That's what we're discussing today. But if you have your questions, please feel free to put them down. I'll be answering some of them straight and clear to your living room, wherever you're streaming from. Get your pen, get your notebook, and be ready to take some notes. But otherwise, guys, I appreciate you for coming through. Mad love always. Wango Comedy is saying, oh my God, you guys, I told you, Kiswahili is my weakness. Swahili is my weakness. That's why I'm looking for someone. Kenyans, hope you're listening. I'm looking for someone to help me, teach me some Swahili, right? But she has to be a lady. Cute Ade is saying, liked and shared. Thanks beyond measure. Willen family, how you doing? Welcome to my live stream. And guys, Alibad's how we do it. Basically, if you have any questions, before we get, some people in the house, you ask your question, always answer your question direct before I even discuss about the topic. So guys, if you have any question right now, feel free to drop it so that we get started. The African way, what's up? How you doing? And that's what we are discussing today, Nico. That's why I need to stay. That's why we're discussing. Yeah, Celestine, I'm okay. I'm doing great. Cute Ida is saying, where are you from? I'm from 256 UG, straight out of Uganda. Saying, Geros Tech Ida, she's single, but you must give money. Yeah, I've made some Kaito money, so if she's single, Ida, please, DM. We can cook something. Money, cause don't worry, we have everything. But otherwise, guys, I appreciate you for coming through. Can't wait to start this, guys, and hope you're ready to learn something from this live stream. But if you're still in position, share me out, do this a sub, so that we can have an amazing audience. Wahenga kama saying, unataka nikufe na kizungu wewe. What I can only do is try to read some Kiswahili, but guys, speaking it, I need some Kens. It's in the African way saying, give a thumbs up. People, yeah, guys, give me that thumbs up. Don't just like, just smash that thumbs up. Yeah, tell Ida that someone is here waiting for her. Someone's already here waiting for her. So guys, I see you. So basically, guys, what is BMI? Body mass index. Basically, mass index, it's like a standard health assessment tool that we've been using in the healthcare systems for decades. I mean, it's been here for decades. It was discovered by someone called Lambert This person is basically a Belgian, and I think he discovered it in 1832. But the whole instance of him, discovering this BMI was, quickly assess the population, a given population, if they were overweight or underweight, so that, the governments could well allocate the financial services to the healthy systems. So it's basically a mathematical formula where you get your weight in kilograms and divide it by your height in meters squared. So what you get basically is your BMI, but you can also do it in pounds. For example, you get your height in pounds and then divide it with your height, but then you have to multiply 703 for you to get your height, to get your BMI, right? But of course, even there are so many online calculators that can help you, get your BMI. We have those online calculators that have been put out by the National Institute of Health. All different countries have different, agencies that take over their healthy systems. So they have like standard BMI calculators, right? So I hope at this point everyone knows their BMI, right? Hope you know. So you simply get your weight in kilograms, your height in meters squared, right? It has to be in meters squared. So what you get is your BMI. And then if you look at the chart, you have different ranges. For example, if you're below 18.5, we say you're undernourished. If you're between 18.5, maybe to 24.9, we say normal weight, right? You're normal there. Don't have any problem. But then from 25 to 29 or 29.9, you're basically overweight. And then above that, above 30, we say you're obese. Because you're saying something. You're saying, girls, bye. I need to do some work. Have a good time, guys. Okay, thanks for passing by. I appreciate you that you're able to make. But remember to share me out there before you quit, right? To your audience so that they can come and we have an amazing time. So I was saying, when you're above 30, then it basically means you're obese. If you're over 25 to 29.9, you're overweight. Then between 18.5 to 24.9, that's normal range. Then below that, that's when you start saying that you're obese, right? And that's the chart. So hope everyone has calculated their, and you know where you fall. Of course, some of you are going to find yourselves malnourished or under nutrition or underfed. Others are going to find yourselves, overweight. Others are going to find yourselves in the obese category. But the question is always, is it really the indicator of health? For example, let's look at what research says. If you look at research that has been done for people who have a BMI of over 25 and over 30 and then below 18.5, of course, there was like a retrospective study that was done, and actually it found out that those people, they had higher chances of, getting chronic disease. Even they did some retrospective study on the deaths, and they found actually a lot of this percentage had died because of, being overweight, obese, and of course, malnourished. So some studies, they say that. So when you're basically overweight, you're obese, you have high risks of getting chronic diseases like type 2 diabetes, hypertension, high cholesterol, and that's what puts your head at risk of getting those diseases and all that. Even when you're undernourished, you're going to get other problems as well. So still in healthy systems, we still use BMI to give us a snapshot, of your general health. So that's every time you visit the hospital, they'll tell you, go on the weighing scale, let's get your height, then we calculate your BMI. So when we find you fall above normal or below normal, then your doctor has to do something. But in this video, I want to discuss for you the downsides of BMI and why it's not the accurate indicator of your general health, overall health, so that you people can know when you find sometimes when your BMI is way beyond normal or it's below the normal one, you may consider using other kind of alternatives to determine your health, right? Let me see. We're still here, guys. If you're still here, please let me know and give me a thumbs up. If you're still here, do not hesitate to give me that thumbs up. Nelly Hammer, what's up? How you doing? How is everything? I see you. Thanks for coming through. Thanks for coming through. Thanks for coming through. Guys, let me just try to fashion myself out so that so many people can join in. I didn't even share myself out to different social media, so let me do that in a fresh so that we can keep going. But if you've just reached in the building, please raise up your arm. Let me know that you're here. Let's get started. So I'm discussing for the downsides of BMI and why it's not basically the accurate indicator of your health, irrespective of what you get. Doesn't actually mean that the fact that you have a BMI that falls under the normal range doesn't actually mean that you're healthy. Or the fact that you have your BMI above the normal actually mean that you're unhealthy. And that's what I'm discussing for you. But if you're still in the building, please join in and let's get started. If you're still here, let me know that you're still here, guys. Let me know that you're still here. Yeah, sorry about that small technical glitch, but I'm still, guys. I'm still here. If you're still in the building, join in right now. Give me that like button. Ask questions before I tell the downsides of BM. If you're still in the building, please raise up your arm so that you can have a live chat together. Say something, say something. Say something. And when family, you saying math is your weakness. I know I feel you, girl. Even me, it was. If you've just joined in, let me know that you're in. Say something. Raise up your arm so that I can know that you're here. Say something. Say something. If you're here, something so that I can give you a shout out. Say something so that I can give you a shout out. Trisha King, thanks for sharing me out. I saw that. Thanks so much. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. It's the African way. Network in Uganda. Derived munange. Your network is disturbing you, but that's okay. Sincere Hope, hi, how you doing? I see you. Thanks for coming through. Thanks for coming through. It's an African way you're saying hi to Trisha King. It's an African way Trisha King. She's a Nigerian YouTuber based in the UK. She's super amazing. Who else? And guys, if you have any questions, feel free to ask questions. So I'd already introduced you about BMI, what it's all about. But the question that we always ask ourselves, is it a true indicator of your general health? Because when you run to the hospital, of course, what we do first, we shall get your height, get your weight, and then, take a BMI. And when we find it's normal, no one is concerned. But does that one indicate that you're actually healthy, even when it falls in the normal range? So even when it falls above the normal range, does it mean that you're actually unhealthy? So those are some of the things, controversies that we are going to look at. And number one, guys, BMI, the problem with it is it just answers the question, you're overweight, yes, or you're undernourished, or you're underweight. But does not put into perspective all other factors. For example, your age, your sex, your genetics, your environment, and all that kind of stuff. That's with the BMI, or the downside of BMI. Because if you're to look at, as you age, a lot of stuff happens around your body or in your body. When you're still young, a lot of stuff happens. So since BMI simply answers your age, I mean your weight, of other factors like your genetics, your environmental factors, your sex, and all that, your lifestyle, then it does not actually truly reflect your healthy as a person. It does not indicate that you're actually healthy as a person by just looking at your BMI. And one thing you also have to know is as the person ages, for example, you lose muscle mass and get a lot of fat mass. That's what I'm saying. And of course, we all know that fat mass is less dense compared to muscle. So when someone is aging, of course, they will lose more muscle and gain more fat. And of course, this is all attributed to, hormones, the testosterone going down and all that. So you end up losing muscle. So, but if you look at muscle, muscle covers smaller space, but it is more dense compared to what? Compared to fat. So, when, for example, Let's look at someone who weighs, for example, 200 pounds or about 97, 98 kilograms, and maybe they have a height of about 5.9 meters. You understand? Or inches. So if you try to get their BMI, they'll be around 30 or close to 30, which basically means they are overweight. But then these are two different people. One has a high fat body percentage. Like maybe as they aged up, they've been gaining more fat compared to gaining more muscle. Another one is a bodybuilder. This person goes to the gym, works out, and all that. So he has little fat on them, but they have a high body mass, or they have a lot of lean muscle on them. So does that mean that that person with the lean muscle weighs 200 pounds, is he unhealthy or is healthy? So that's the biggest question that most people ask themselves. Look at football players. You find football players because they are more fit, they are more lean. I'll give you, for example, if you support football, if you look at like a player like Van Dijk, the guy is tall, but he weighs about 97 kilograms. So if you based on BMI, then this guy is going to be overweight. So does that one actually mean that he is not healthy? Of course, no. And that's where the BMI sometimes it doesn't really, really, really give you an indicator of your general health. And even when the person Lambert, when he was creating this BMI for, he created it for the general population, not for a single person. But for us, we translated it and then started getting it for a single person. So for him, it was to assess the general population, but not a single person. So if you look at that, then of course you understand that this person, yes, he falls like above the normal range, but it's not like he's unhealthy. He's actually very healthy simply because he has a lot of lean muscle compared to fat body percentage. Molinde Henry, what's up? Welcome, bro. Thanks for coming through. Cook with Mom Maija, what's up? How you doing? Thanks for giving me that thumbs up. I appreciate you. So as you can see the title, guys, today we're talking about body mass index, whether it's a true reflection of your general health. Does it mean that when your BMI falls under normal, you're basically healthy? No, it doesn't. It doesn't mean that. But though in a healthcare setting, it gives us a snapshot of your general health, because even when research has been done, it has found out that actually people who have a BMI of over 30, over 25, and maybe underweight, that is below 18.5, these people have a lot of chronic diseases, or they have high risk of getting chronic diseases. Yes, so I was still saying that your health is basically affected by so many things: your environmental factors, your sex, your genetics, and all that put together. So simply getting a BMI will not actually tell us whether you're healthy or you're unhealthy. So we're basically discussing the downsides of BMI. But at the end of of this live stream, if you're still here, I'll give you the best alternative that you can use to assess the health, whether you're healthy or not. And I'm seeing since Cynthia, I hope you're saying let's connect, guys. Guys, if you're not familiar with anyone here, this is an amazing family, amazing community. Feel free to connect with each other, right? Connect with each other as we learn something, as you're taking with your notes. You connect with each other. Yeah, 16. Again, I give you this as well. Hope you give me a thumbs up too. So guys, I was saying that if you're still going to stick around at the end of the live stream, I'll give you some of the alternatives that you actually need to assess your health. But BMI, it should be something like a snapshot of it. I still have six amazing people in the house, guys. If you're in a position to share me out to your community, share me out so that we can enjoy this good time together. Come through, and let's chat together. Hope you guys you're connecting with each other. Hope you guys you're truly connecting with each other. By the time we finish this live stream, make sure that you're firm. Make sure you're firm with each other. And also, guys, do not forget that if you have any question you want to know, feel free to drop your question in the live stream, in the chat, or after you can leave it in the comments. But if you drop it in the chat, I'll answer right straight away. Martha, what's up? Young Media, how you doing, bro? Thanks for joining. Frederick, Anita, what's up? How you doing? You've just missed the first part we've covered, but we're still going, we're still going, we're still going. We are still going. So the young basically we're talking about BMI or your body mass index. Perhaps you've gone to the hospital and maybe you've found nurses, doctors, and they've told you, let's get your head, let's get your weight so that we can get your body mass index. What they call BMI. Then after that, someone tell you you're overweight, you're obese, or you're underweight. So we are saying, is it really a true indicator of your general health? And we're simply saying, to some extent, yes, research has been done, and of course has showed us that most people who have a BMI of over 30 and under 18.5, those people actually have higher risk of getting chronic diseases, and some of them actually have chronic diseases like type 2 diabetes, hypertension, high blood cholesterol, and all that. But does BMI really a true reflection of your general health? And we're saying yes, but to some extent it's not the true indicator. Miss Jen Vlogs, hi, how you doing? Thanks for coming through. Thanks for coming through, Rosemary. Thanks for coming through. I see you. So you're saying one of the downsides of BMI is it only answers the question, are you overweight or you're not overweight? But does not put into account all other factors that affect your health. For example, your sex, your age, your race, your genetics, name it all, does not consider that, because for someone to be healthy, we don't just look at their weight. There are so many things that affect a healthy life, right? So if you get stuck on BMI, then it's simply going to be hard for you to know whether you're healthy or you're unhealthy. But for example, look at fat distribution. The place or the area where your fat is distributed also affects your risk to certain chronic diseases like type 2 diabetes and all that. For example, if someone has a high belly fat or has a lot of belly fat on them, belly fat, like research has already told us that it's highly associated with chronic disease, hypertension, high levels of cholesterol, dyslipidemias, and all that, right? But someone who has a lot of fat distributed around their hips, their thighs, their ass, their back, and all that, that fat doesn't actually is not associated with a lot of risk to chronic disease. So does that mean that that person is unhealthy? No. You understand what I'm saying? So BMI for it will not put into account all that. It will not answer you're overweight or you're underweight. Basically that. So that's why it's basically important that even when you take a BMI, you know that does not truly reflect the healthy status at that particular point. So I was saying that at the end of this video, I'm going to give you alternatives that you can basically use for you to know you're healthy or you're not healthy. What should you consider? But not your BMI. Mwinde Henry saying, I'm here, grab me. Okay, talk to them nicely and they'll grab you, but feel free to connect with each other. You might find you're doing the same niche and share ideas here and there. But if you have any questions, please drop them in the live chat and I answer them as we go along, right? Who else is in the building? Who else is in the building? Please make sure that you let me know when you're in the building so that I can give you a shout out. So we'll give you an example for those who have just joined in that someone, if you look at muscle, 1 kilogram of course is the same as 1 kilogram or 1 pound of fat. But the problem is muscle is more dense than fat and covers a small area. So you find someone, they look small in shirts or the appearance, they are actually not big, they are skinny, they are wide, but they have a lot of lean muscle on them. And when they go on scale, of course, and then take their head, you're simply going to find that these people, they actually fall above the normal range, or they are overweight, or they are obese simply because they train hard, they go to the gym, they work hard, so they've been accumulating a lot of lean mass. So because we said lean mass is more dense than fat, then it simply means this person, you're going to regard them as obese. But are they obese or overweight? They are not, and that's where BMI really does not answer some of these questions. And that's why if you're relying on it to be an indicator of your health, then you're getting it wrong. Yes, it might be to some extent, but something that you shouldn't rely on. So in the fitness community, we don't rely on BMI. Even in the healthy community, hospitals and what, it's not really a true reflection of your general health. We'll give you an example. You find players, football players who have been playing football for some time, or basically any other person. MC Gorgeous Lins, what's up? How you doing? I see you. Thanks for coming through. So, for example, I'm giving an example of a player like Van Dijk, the guy who is 97 kilograms, maybe 6 meters. When you do his BMI, it's going to be like 30. So you actually put him under the obese category. But is he really obese? No. It's simply because there's been accumulating a lot of lean muscle, which is more dense, and doesn't mean that it's actually unhealthy. So that's some of the questions that BMI does not answer. So if you're truly using BMI to determine your overall health, then you're getting it wrong somewhere. Nagasha, what's up? How you doing? I see you. Thanks for coming through. But guys, remember to give me a like. Smash that like button. Don't forget that. But if you have any questions, healthy questions, fitness questions about your eating, weight loss, and all that, please drop them in the chat so that I can answer them right to you. Hope you have your paper and you're taking notes. And then we're also saying that BMI does not also consider the other social aspects of life. If you look at your health is affected by so many factors. Talk about stuff like your age. Because when you age, there's something we call the physiology of aging. You must acknowledge that as you age, your cells do not remain the same. Everything starts aging and your life has to change. For example, as you age, you have a lot of fluctuations in your hormones. For example, if you look at like testosterone in men, your testosterone hormone, that's basically a hormone that makes you look like a man. It starts going down. So when it goes down, your muscle mass is going to go away. So as you age, you have a tendency of gaining fat mass compared to muscle mass. So that one actually puts you at a risk of getting chronic diseases. So that's why BMI does not come in to consider such kind of factors. You talk about stuff like sex. There's some diseases or some life healthy factors where you find simply because you are a male, you are at risk of getting certain disease. Simply because you are a female, you're at risk of getting, certain disease. So the fact that BMI does not answer such kind of questions doesn't really mean, or it doesn't really reflect the status of your health. So that's why it's important as you take your BMI, do not get obsessed with it because there's so many factors that will affect your health other than BMI. And stuff like, for example, stressors in life. Some people will get some of these chronic diseases simply because of the chronic stress they're exposed to. So BMI will not answer that. Your income, your environmental factors, BMI will not answer such kind of questions. So with time you have your goals, then BMI is not going to answer all your questions. If you've just joined us, let me know that you're here. Let me know that you're here so that I give you a shout out. And if you have any questions, please don't keep them to yourself. That's why I'm here. Okay. I see you. You're saying, Cynthia, hope do not return. My dear, take your time. Okay, she'll take her time. Since help is saying I love your comp shots, info, so helpful, my dear. You have a gift. Okay, I see all you people keep connecting. Miss Chenberg, the saying thanks, Doc. Much love from you. Yeah, that's basically it. That's basically it. And basically, I'm going to tell you the alternative that now you need to use to actually determine whether you're healthy or not. MC Gorgeous is still here. So there's something, for example, we said that BMI does not put into consideration your fat distribution. And we're saying that belly fat, all people have a lot of fat around their midsection, a lot of fat around the abdominal area. Actually, they're the ones who are at the risk of developing chronic disease like type 2 diabetes, that people who have their fat distributed around their hips, around their arms, around their thighs, back, and all that, they're at the lesser risk. But we are saying I does not answer that, does not put that into consideration. So if you trying to know if you're healthy or if you're at the risk of getting chronic disease, one of the ways you can assess that is your body circumference or your abdominal girth or your abdominal circumference. So get a tape measure, measure your abdominal girth. So if you have over 35 inches, especially if you're a woman, and 40 inches if you're a male, just know you're at a risk of getting chronic disease. That would be so much belly fat that puts you at a risk of getting chronic disease. Because fat that's deposited around your belly is actually the most dangerous. So if you find that most of your fat is central or in your midsection, then that's not good for you. So that basically makes sense. Then something else that you need to consider is your body fat percentage. So we have so many ways that people can measure their fat body percentage. People can use MRIs, X-rays, and all that. But those are basically expensive stuff. Yeah, I do. MC Gorgeous Lens, yes, I do. Feel free to get in touch with me, but I'm based in Barra, so but we shall talk more. Let's keep talking after here on your IG. I'll get in touch on your IG and we'll see what we can do. So I was saying that there's something we call fat body percentage, and because it also determines, because if your body fat percentage is high, you're not going to see your six pack showing. You're not going to see your veins showing and all that. But they were saying that there's so many ways to actually measure your fat body percentage. Other people use calipers. There are so many other technological equipment that most people use. But if you're interested, there are even other weighing scales that when you step on them, they'll also measure your fat body percentage, which is a plus. So if your body fat percentage, for example, if you're a man or in men, we expect you to be at least between 8 to 15% body fat. And of course, at 8% body fat, you'll be able to see like your six pack trying to show here and there. It might not be so all that revealing, but we are able to see some of your pack showing. But then if you are a lady or a woman, you should be at least below 18% body fat. So that one basically means you're healthy. Then another way to determine that you're healthy or you're living a healthy lifestyle, you have no risk of chronic disease, is doing some lab work. When you come to the hospital, sometimes when you come for medical checkup, we tell you let's do a blood sugar to see if your blood sugar is high, because it puts at risk of getting insulin resistance and type 2 diabetes. Then also when you come to the hospital, we say let's take your blood pressure, let's do your lipid profile, get your cholesterol here and there. And that's stuff that will actually tell us that your actual health compared to the BMI. So you just leave that bullshit alone, BMI and all that, and just throw it in the dustbin. So if you feel like you're unhealthy, you feel like you need to do some checkup, just come to the hospital, ask your dog to do maybe a blood pressure for you, a blood sugar for you, your blood cholesterol, your lipid profile, and some other lab work. Then, of course, I've talked about the waist circumference that you can do at home. Simply get a tape measure, wrap it around your abdomen or around your waist. And we're saying, as a man, you're supposed to be below 40 inches. As a woman, you're supposed to be below 35. So above that, it puts you at a risk, of course, getting chronic disease, because the fat that is more distributed around your abdominal area, that's the fat that is really not good for you. It puts you at a risk of getting all those diseases, and that's putting you in the category of unhealthy people. Miss Chen Vlogs, I see you still here. Thanks for sticking around. Mm. But if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask me. If you have any questions, ask, 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 ask. That's what I'm here for. So you're saying BMI, Lambert, when he developed it in 1832, he developed it basically to help governments to determine the health of their populations, like giving them a snapshot so that they could adequate a budget for the health systems in those countries and continents. But it was not basically put out there to measure or determine the health of a single person. So that's why it's just BS. It does not determine anything, whether in fitness or health. Doesn't tell us anything. We don't dwell on it so much. Guys, if you have any question, drop it, drop it, drop it. Drop your questions. Yeah, MC Gorgeous. Yeah. I'm a health worker. I work in the hospital. Even right now, I'm still in the hospital. I'm just at work, only that Sunday, patients. So I decided to have a chat with you people. Yeah, through that, I work in the hospital. Mm. Question, if you're in the house, let me know that you're in your house. Let me know that you're. So, guys, that's about BMI. So, one thing you should know is yes, people with most people, the biggest percentage of people who have BMI of above 25, above 30, some of them, if you look at the retrospective studies that have been done, these people have died because of these diseases or chronic diseases, right? Um, but in some cases, it doesn't really reflect your health. Some of us who do exercise, some of us who lift, as you guys you can see, like I'm super lean. I have a little fat on me, so when I go on a scale, most times because my muscle is more dense, I'll fall in the overweight category, but it doesn't mean that I'm not healthy. So that's why BMI is become like typical bullshit here. Doesn't work. Of course, I'll do my regular blood pressures, I'll do my regular blood sugars. Of course, my back is showing, have a lot of fat deposited around my body. And of course, the more fat you have, the higher the risk of getting those clinical chronic disease, because more fat is associated with insulin resistance and all that. So because I'm simply in the overweight category, like, that's where the BMI puts me, doesn't mean that I'm actually. Thanks, MC Gorgeous. Thanks so much. But if you have any question, feel free to ask me. If you have any question, just ask. So today I'm doing a little bit of like a short list, just 1 hour. We have like 13 minutes to go. So guys, right now I'm just entertaining your questions. If you've just joined in, I can just recap everything for you so that you're up to speed with us, that you've not left you behind. If you're still in the house, please say something, say something. If you have any question, just let me know. Let me know. Miss Jen Vlogs, are you still here? How is UK right now? In Uganda, it's just rained in the morning. And now we're simply having a marvelous weather. Everything is nice. Everything is nice. You have 10 minutes to the end of this live stream. It's basically a 1 hour live stream. Just want to talk to you about BMI. I've received so many questions in my DM about BMI. Most of my clients who come, they just want to weigh themselves so that they know their BMI, and they are all worried and all that. So I really wanted to, clear that away so that people can stop getting confused all the time. And of course, something that I didn't tell you, naturally, men have more muscle compared to females. Females, basically, what makes you maintain your muscle mass is testosterone levels. Yes, both men and women, we all have testosterone, but if you look at testosterone levels in men, it's actually way, and that's what makes us, get the body hair, deep voice, and all that, And of course, it's what maintains our muscle mass. It's very, very, very paramount when it comes you gaining muscle and maintaining your muscle mass. So because counterparts, the females, you have low levels of testosterone compared to us, That's why you have low muscle mass and then high fat mass. Estrogen really, really makes you grow fat. You understand? So it basically means that for you, you actually have more fat, especially, but also remember I talked about this about distribution. So if more of your fat is distributed around your hips, around your glutes, around your back, that's a plus. But if you have a lot of abdominal fat, midsection fat, then that's actually not good for you because it's the one that puts you at the risk of getting all these chronic diseases. Any more questions? Questions before we get done with this? Oh, Gorgeous, you're asking a very important question. Do you believe in food supplements? That's a very, very nice question. Very, very nice question. Um, some supplements, yes. Others, no. But in the first place, why would you take supplements? For example, if you look at some of the supplements, the problem with them is they have not researched about for a very, very, very good time. And some of these supplements, they come with a variety of side effects and all that because they have not been researched a lot. People don't know how they work, their effect on your health. So they're a little bit tricky. So there are some supplements. For example, if you look at protein supplements, let's talk about stuff like whey, stuff like casein, stuff like a lot of those kind of supplements that people take, especially to boost their protein intake. So these are supplements that are basically got um, for example, dairy products and all that. But this time around, they go under of um, into the industry and then they take over the cholesterol as well and then remain with protein basically. So that's, for example, if you look at those ones, they have been researched about and there's actually research that have been done on them and it basically shows they have no harm. But for example, if you look at stuff like vitamin D supplements, for example, electrolyte supplements, some of those stuff okay, but the supplements that I don't agree with is someone tell you take these supplements to help you lose belly fat. That's all crap. That's basically crap. You understand what I'm saying? So, but also, for example, to take certain supplements, let's say vitamin D supplements, have you done your vitamin D levels and it's basically low, you need supplements? That's a question. If you're taking let's say, for example, if you're a muscle builder, some of them, of course, if you look at the protein requirements for a muscle builder, it's not the same protein requirement for you, a person living a normal life. For example, for someone who's going forward, for example, have competitions, compete in muscle building, they need to be taking about 1.4 grams per pound of body weight or per kg. You understand what I'm saying? Per day. So sometimes you find like in our country, Uganda, you are unable to get such kind of protein in just a serving. You taking your meals, your regular meals, you cannot meet that protein requirement. So most people, of course, they'll go and get some supplements here and there, which is okay. But you have to make sure that there is research to back up the supplements that you're going to eat because anyone can wake up one day and start making supplements and there's no research that has been done on such kind of supplements. So it's very, very important that you first establish if there's actually research on that kind of supplement. And even us in the hospital, when you come and we do, for example, your vitamin B12 levels and they are low, we are going to give you supplements and all that, but we have scientific evidence. But some of these supplements, they're not backed up by science, which makes them unsafe for you. Some of them are toxic to your liver, have side effects to your kidneys. In the long run, of course, it's not going to happen today. I mean, you're not going to have supplements today and then get a side effect tomorrow. No, it's after a period of time that you start getting these side effects. So it's very, very important that when you decide to take a supplement, first ask, know whether it is there's some research out there that back the supplement that you're going to take. So that's what you should have at the back of your mind. But otherwise, some food supplements are okay. But what I don't agree is people want to use supplements as hacks. For example, take this, it will take your belly fat in a week. Take this, it will take your belly fat in a month. Crap. There's nothing. Your can work like that. So food supplements, some of them, depending on the need, yes, they are okay, but there should be a chance for you to be on those supplements. So hope gorgeous I answered your question, right? Oh, you're welcome. So it's something, and even people who work out and all that, can you build muscle with just supplements? Without supplements, yes, as long as you get your adequate your adequate carbs and healthy fats, from diet. For example, some people, there's some stuff, for example, we call probiotics. There's some good fats that you cannot get from diet. For example, you find you need to have omega 3s and omega 6s, and they are available as supplements. Some of them are healthy. But if you can still get them there from that, that's good. Focus on that. Focus on what God created. Don't focus on industrial made. Industrial made also comes with its own problems. Manically, it's that it come. What's up? I'm joking. How you doing? Hope everything is okay. I see you. Thanks for coming through. You found us when we almost finishing the live stream, but nevertheless, I appreciate you for coming through. Thanks so much. In the house, if you still have some questions, please feel free to let me know, and I answer that to you. But about the topic, we're done with the topic. Manifits, you're saying hi to Miss Chen. You're saying hi to Miss Gorgeous. Oh, you are not online. Okay, that's understandable. Any other question, guys, before we can get going? This live stream is ending in a few minutes from now. If you have any question, please ask. Don't keep it to yourself, and I don't want to keep myself with the answers, right? I don't want to go with the answers. Ask any question. So in summary, basically, guys, if I'm summarize this one for you is yes, BMI, it gives us a snapshot of your health, but it's not the only diagnostic tool that we use to assess your lifestyle, right? Or whether you're healthy or you're not healthy. So there are so many other alternatives that we use. I talked about your body circumference. I talked about your fat body percentage. I talked about your labs. Go to the hospital, ask your doc, ask anyone to help take some of your basic um, labs, your blood pressure, your blood sugar, your cholesterol, and all that. That one will actually assess whether you're healthy or you're unhealthy. Because BMI does not answer some questions like your sex, your race, because some diseases are more in different races, do not answer question about the environmental factors, about the fat distribution, about how lean you are. So your body mass only answers, are you fat? Are you overweight or you're not overweight? Um, it's a Matana. What's up? How you doing? I see. Thanks for joining in. Oh my God, you've just joined in. Hi, how are you? Um, Thanks for coming. I'm supposed to run, but I'm still here. But if you have any questions, ask before I can leave. Ask before I can leave. Today we've been talking about BMI, whether it's really an indicator of your general health. Okay, I understand you're quite busy, but running, even as you are we getting done. But feel free to give me a like. Maybe if you can share the live stream, people can come and watch this live stream later. And if you have any questions, ask them. Ask your questions. But otherwise, thanks for coming through my channel. So that's the problem with BMI. It won't answer some of the hard questions that really determine your general health. So yes, it should be one of the diagnostic tools, but it shouldn't be the only one. It shouldn't be the only one. Any other question, guys? Um, Pretty Mary, you've come with a new face. Wow. Today you've come with a new blanket on yourself. Okay, that's okay. That's okay. Thanks so much. But the Pretty Mary, I'll come to your inbox after here. We should say something. Listen, Vlogs, you're still here. Darling, you always have my back. You always have my back, I know. But guys, I'd love to end this live stream. I'd love to end this live stream. It's supposed to be a 2 hour live stream, but I have some few things to do, before it gets dark. So, guys, I'll just beg to leave for now, but feel free to continue running the LS. You understand? I'm going to, abort it, but then you can maybe continue running it for me out there. But guys, remember the journey to monetization is on. You understand what I'm saying, guys? So our goal is to get monetized before Christmas. And I know with you people I'll be able to make it. So I pray that I do. That's my realistic goal. And with you, we shall be celebrating one day here. But otherwise, guys, I want to thank you beyond measure. Thanks for coming through. You know how we do it every Saturday, every Sunday. Um, I pray hard next Sunday or Saturday I'll be having a guest for you. How I've been doing it, guys. I'll be letting you know in the course of the week. Of course, more uploads coming in this week. One or two. So keep locked on my channel. More cool stuff coming. Otherwise, guys, I'd beg to leave. See you next Saturday. Mad love.